When I saw the tall, strong trees, it felt like this strong, warm embrace. And at that moment, it felt like home. Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining in. I have something a little bit different for you today. Some of you have been requesting that I do a home tour, and I'm more than happy to do that for you today. And I live in a mid-century home on Vancouver Island in British Columbia, Canada. And we live near a forested area, and we've been here for 22 years. I'm going to take you through a home and garden tour, and I hope you enjoy it. When we first drove up to the property, we didn't go inside the house right away. Instead, we walked into the backyard first. And it was quite a sight because the grass was almost up to our knees and the trees hadn't been trimmed in years. So much so that the branches were actually bent over and they were starting to grow into the ground. And it was a jungle back here, like Jumanji. And my husband looked at me and he said, "This is the place. This is the place that we're going to call home." And I said to him, "We haven't even gone inside the house yet. If it's anything in there like it is out here," I'm like, "That's a huge undertaking." And he said, "Don't worry about that." He says, "I can fix whatever's going on in there. But this place with a backyard is going to be perfect to raise a family." And over time, we added garden beds and changed windows and cabinets and doors. One of the things I really love is my collection of plants in my living room window because it does bring a lot more oxygen into this space, and it's so nice to have things that are alive. I also have a penchant for nice pens and paper and other stationery items, and these are a few of my favorite ones. Now, I've only ever been able to find one of these in my thrifting adventures because they can be difficult to find, but I just love these Glamour Girl head vases, and these were used to display small bouquets in florist shops from the late 1940s to the 1970s, and many of them were made to look like movie stars of the day, and I think they are just fabulous. I also like to collect the odd teacup if I find an interesting one, and this one I picked up at a consignment store, and I thought it was so lovely with all of this beautiful gold detailing on it. And when I brought it home to wash it, I flipped over the saucer and I discovered this little note on the back, and it says, "Grandma and Grandpa Strix, Golden Wedding Anniversary 1949 for Joe." And I just thought that that little note made it all the more charming and special. So I'm very happy to have that in my collection. My most favorite piece of furniture in the whole house is this cabinet because I love how solid it is, and it just gives off those cozy cottage vibes that I love so much. All of these open shelves that you see here, my husband built. I'm the sort of person that likes to have everything out where I can see it, so open shelves were exactly what I wanted for this kitchen. I've always loved the look of curtains under the sink, and my mom made these ones for me out of an old duvet cover. And this is the master bedroom. Because we live in a mid-century home, the bedrooms and the closets are small. but I love the quilt that's on the bed, and it's still a cozy and comfortable room, and we love it. I had this little tea and toast china set, and I rarely used it, and I thought it was just so pretty to sit in the cupboard, so I pulled it out and decided to use it to display my costume jewelry, and I think it works out just perfectly for that. And off the living room, we have this covered deck, and we put a bench here, and my husband built this wall and added the paned windows so that we can stay nice and dry when it rains in the summertime, but we're still able to enjoy the view of the garden. Now, I don't know if you can see it clearly or not, but our patio down here is in the shape of two interlocking hearts. So there's one over here and then one on this side here. And the lady that we bought the house from told us an interesting story. She said that she was with a guy who worked in cement, and he created this interlocking heart patio for her as a gift. And about a year later, they broke up, and a week after that, this crack showed up in the middle of this one right here, and it's there still to this day, a sure sign of a broken heart. Now, because we live near a forested area, we are surrounded by many different types of woodland creatures, both great and small. And it is so lovely to be reminded that wherever we are, life is all around us. I want to thank you so much for visiting with me today. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Stay well, everyone, and we'll catch you in the next one.